2 Corinthians 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, by Shem Krakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the whole free lake men that scattered abroad, pushing the truth without sincerity. Right, and shalom to those few sisters, right, that's taking heed and getting in order in these last days. And brother Amawan coming at you with a video, little one is edifying, blowing the horn, right, because we know we in a time of pretty much at the brink of all hell breaking loose, Jeremiah 30:7, and these scriptures are lining up with, they're heavily lining up with prophecy, man. Right, so it says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people, right, the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino natives, right, so-called, and warn them, right, because we told you about the first scam demon that came out, right, and I remember the elder brother, Amawan Gabar, was going live talking about, he had the old footage of, Kill Gates, right, of them telling about the next one, which is going to be real heavy. Right, so it's no coincidence that you have articles like this right now talking about being stashed up, because you have the wars that's going on that's going to keep spiking, right, and you have these pestilence, right, those are increasing as well, right, so they're already giving you the warning to just panic buy, right, because that's what's going to happen, and that's going to cause chaos, that's going to cause death, right. You finna see the love of many waxing cold. Why? Because people are panicking. They're going into panic mode, survival mode, right? So they're not going to care who's in front of them for the last piece of tissue, cookies, ramen noodles, whatever the case may be inside that grocery store, man, right? We're literally seeing, right? I mean, it's on the, where is it at? As Brighton's, right? But the point is, we're starting to see people panic, right? Mainly, we got to see how people panic in a whole different estate, man. Right? We finna see how people panic, man. The one that we've been warning constantly each and every day, telling them about this is finna go on. We finna see them panic, man. Right? But I'm going ahead and get inside this article. Saying just bring out the point and add some scriptures behind it, right? It says supermarkets warn against panic buying as Brighton. What is that first and foremost? Salakia. Right? Great Britain. Southern Britain. Okay. Good context. Right? So I don't even know how to go back. Oh, shit. Salakia. Okay. So, all right, now we got some foundation for it. We know where it's at. It says supermarkets have warned against panic buying after the government launched a website telling Britons, makes sense, to have 3 days worth of canned food and water to prepare for an emergency. Why didn't it? It's not about if, it's about when, because it's going to happen. These things are going to happen, and they're telling we still waiting for the EMP strikes, right? The power outages, those are coming. This is what these people are going to be storing up for, right? And they're going to be panic buying, right? And scriptures talk about, how people have, no pity towards thy neighbor, because of the lack of bread, because they're getting these calls like this, right? And they're going straight to the grocery store when they spend their last dollar on stuff that they don't even buy. Like the elder brother Amawan Gabar was saying, they buying things just in case. That's what's going to happen, and that's what's going to lead to a big old uproar as well, right? It says the government launched a website telling Britons to have 3 days worth of canned food and water to prepare for an emergency. See, now here, brothers and a few minor sisters that's in the faith, we're not in the same mindset, Hey, the Lord said we're going to eat, we're going to drink. We don't know how, we don't know when. But hey, that's the Lord's word, so we just going to hold him to it. and proceed on our journey. And I'd be like these people right here, all inside these Walmart, being messed around, they got stabbed, man. Just trying to be in the way, right? Because pretty much these folks that's doing all this panic buying, they're lack of faith, and the times we're coming into, things like Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that times. There's nothing wrong with, I will say that, there's nothing wrong with having, extra things around, but panic buying, that's a whole different vibration, right? That shows lack of faith. Slacking. It says Deputy Prime Minister Oliver Dowden has revealed a new site to advise people how to be ready for various risks such as flooding, power outages, another scandemic, or biosecurity crisis. And that's what we've been wondering about. Let me go back. Because we know it's coming, right? We know it's coming. 2 Corinthians 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Yahweh Shemel Shah. Right, speak through the servants of the prophets. Amos 3:7. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. This right here is the blueprint right here, man. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Right, we're not worrying about the unbelievers. Romans 3:3. So for what if some did not believe, should they make the cause, pretty much the cause of these scriptures to not come to pass, Hey, we know these scriptures are going to come to pass. These prophecies are going to come to pass. So we don't care if they do don't believe, right? We about to see in the end, and pretty much they losing because it is already showing. We're already going towards that these prophecies, man. So we're not fearing it. Excuse me. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. It says, verse 5, the point, behold, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. We've seen a lot of death, right? You got hurricanes coming through, tornadoes coming through, they killing. Now the Lord finna throw another one in there, that food famine, right? When that food famine will be a whole different breed, man. It's up there past a tornado and a hurricane, because people going to be in a whole different, spirit, man. Because they're trying to look after their loved ones, themselves, The love of many shall wax cold. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, right? You have Killgate, buying up farms and stuff like that. They're doing an orchestrated famine, and it's still coming from Yahweh Shem Yahweh, because she put the thoughts upon them, right, to do so. It says death and destruction, right? For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled, right? I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to go back, right? But just to bring out the point of verse 5, right? The Lord's bringing this famine, right? Both famines. He's going to bring the one from hearing the words of the Lord, right, from us servants the prophets, and also a real physical food famine, right? And both of them is very crucial, right? Read some more. The Prepare website tells people to put together an emergency kit, including wind-up torches, at least 3 liters of bottled water, and food that doesn't need cooking, such as canned meat and vegetables. Right, so pretty much people going to, it just show disbelief, man. But this is where we at. You go inside Walmart, you got like bug-out bags, you got emergency 24/7, something like that. But it's a big old emergency kit that can last like a month or so. They have these things on stock, and on the shelves for a reason, because they know something is finna go down, right? We know a martial law is finna come, right? This is the year of hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and everything is lining up to it, man. To prepare, read down a little bit more, and I'm just going to on some more scriptures. But retailers have warned shoppers to build their resources over time rather than taking part in scandemic style panic buying. Right. Like I mentioned earlier, there's nothing wrong with, gathering a couple of items, just as if, you're going grocery shopping, but the spirit that these people are finna be in, they finna be in a panic state, of buying. Right? It says supermarket shelves were stripped bare as the country was landed in, locked LD with snaking queues and overloaded trolleys pictured at shops. And that's what's gonna happen because if and that's how you get chaos, right? Because people don't listen to the regular servants of prophets because we're on a lowly vibration, we're on a low level to them, right? So you go back to that quote, is it Henry Kissinger? Right? But it goes into he that control the resources and control, control the internet, all these things, they control the masses. So they words hold weight. Our words don't hold weight just yet. Right? Our words don't hold weight just yet. So soon to come, our words will hold weight. It'll be recognized. It'll be too late though. Right? So the point is, hey, when these elites speak, right, the masses jump to it, right? Especially our people, right? They're bound to Esau, man. They're not trying to wake up, right? They're not trying to see the lies that he's telling. They're not trying to be prepared for, the great hour of temptation. All of these things, like especially a food famine. All of these prophecies, honestly, right? But it says supermarket shelves were stripped bare as the country was landed in LD, and that's what's going to happen because we in the back of these people's mind, they know that we finna go into another LD, man. But they're trying to party as much as possible. I'm gonna leave this right here to the description box as well off End Time Headlines. And hey, matter of fact, warning goes before destruction. Slacking. Warning goes before destruction. Let me see if I can look this up. Or inform someone in advance of an impending or possible danger. Right? Let's see if we can get another scripture. Is it 1 Thessalonians? Right? 1 Thessalonians 5. Matter of fact, I'll start for 1. Right? Because we being circumspect. You got to be circumspect. You got to be measuring the time diligently. Like the scripture says in 2 Esdras, chapter 9. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Why? Because us that's in the know, we're understanding, we're being circumspect, we're girding up our loins, praying, fasting much more than ever, right? Being, being vigilant and diligent, and looking around, being circumspect. It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so come up as a thief in the night. And these things going to catch a lot of our people like a thief in the night. That's why they're going to go into panic mode when shit hits the fan, because they was never paying attention, right? It says, verse 3 of point, for when they shall say peace and safety, right? Peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Because here in America, they're not being alarmed right now of being prepared for the next scamdemic, being prepared for martial law, they in that peace and safety mode. So when it comes, it's going to hit them, off guard, right? But it says, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, right? These UN troops, they are ready to be, rolled out, Our people are not paying attention to it though, so it's going to catch like a thief in the night. From there, I'm just going ahead and roll to the book of 2 Esdras, get it out the way, right? Because that's it. That's heavy, right? Is it 2 Esdras 6 and 22, I believe. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses. It's like 2 Esdras 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, right? these distribution centers, warehouses, right? Once this scandemic goes and or people start hearing the word about it's about to go into another LD, especially in Babylon the Great America, hey, they're going to go into panic buying. The shelves going to be stripped naked as if the store was brand new. And they just put the shelves in there, man. That's how stripped naked it's going to be. Right, let me see what precept I had up under it. Oh, yep, Khan, right? Ezekiel 4:16. Yep, right. And I had to note it what in the time of famine, people will be very cautious on how they eat whenever they get some food, right? Khan, hey, Khan, right? I just read it again, so you can see the actual scripture. Ezekiel 4:16. All right. It says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment, right? And things written 4 times written for a time of learning, right? So this is going to be the same thing that's going on in this time. People going to be eating with weight, meaning they're going to be cautious, eating with care. They're going to be cautious. You may eat 2 bags of noodles at one time. Yeah, it's going to eat half of one bag and try to save the other half for the next day. Eating with care because the shelves are being made empty, man. Right? We at the end of the road, Jack. Right? But hey, so I would break that staff, that support system, man. Like you said, hey, Esau finna cut everybody off, especially Babylon the Great finna look like a third world country, man. Right? I want to finish some more off inside Second Esdras 6, I think it's 25. Just like it. And just to go back with that Ezekiel 4:16, it goes back to the article, and that article it was saying what? To prepare for an emergency, it says supermarkets have warned against panic buying after the government launched a website Britons to have 3 days worth of canned food and water to prepare for an emergency, right? So if you go into an emergency, you're going to be cautious on how you eat, so that's why, hey, look, man, all this damn tissue, you don't even eat that damn much, man. But that's just the point. People buy unnecessary things, man, inside these times, man. It's gonna be real funny and a real shit show, right? And you finna see spirits ramped up. You finna see spirits, man. Death is gonna be in the air, right? Death is really gonna be in the air. Let's go back to 24. 2 Esdras 6:24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, right? And I can remember this clear as day. When it popped off in 2020, right? When it popped off in 2020 inside the Walmart, right? A man that got stabbed over some tissue, man. Right? That's how, matter of fact, let me hit that scripture and I'm going to come back to this. Lord, what I can remember. This is what we stepping into, man. It's the book of Matthew 24. I'm going to start at verse 12. And because iniquity, right? Iniquity shall abound, right? Shall increase. The love of many shall wax cold, right? So how's it going to wax cold? And with all these scams, right? These so-called, these fear-mongering things, man, it's going to make the love of many wax cold. Now, people going to be on edge, man, not trusting one another. You throw a food family in there, hey, it's going to be dog-eat-dog world. So, like, going back to what I heard in the news, I was actually down the street from when it actually happened. When it actually made the news, I was literally down the street around the time that it happened. But yeah, the man got stabbed inside Walmart, man. And it wasn't just he got the arguing to somebody like on a regular day. No, it was a time of what of the scamdemic popped off. Pretty much, it was curfews, and the shelves were being made empty. And what he was trying to grab, somebody else was trying to grab. One thing led to another. Hey, the man got stabbed, and it was an elderly man. But it's going to show you the love of many shall wax cold. Hey, them folks ain't going to care how old you is and how young you is. You know, it's every man for self. Second Ezra 6 and 24. Finish it on off. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, right? And it goes to show you as well. And this is how you know Yahweh Shemashah is in the earth as well. Yeah, right. He's here more than ever, right? Before he turned into physical form, right? He said, and at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, right? It is referenced same thing inside Matthew, right? Pretty much it's just going to show you the Lord is going to divide, right? This is how much damage this stuff is going to do, especially this food family. It's going to divide houses, man. Break up friendships. All over some motherfucking Oreos. Right? Hey, this Matthew 10 and 34. 35. Matter of fact, 34. Think not gonna come to send peace on earth. Right? Me throw a food famine, that shit ain't gonna be no peace about that, man. Right? Think not that. And this is red letter, man. Think not, right? Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword, right? Destruction, chaos, stirring up spirits, man. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, right? And the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be they of his own household. So how much more to a person I don't even know? You know? How much more to a person that you didn't even know, but you in the grocery store with them, and they got their hands on the opposite end of, let's say, some pork and beans. You know, Jake ain't eating right anyway. Some pork and beans, you know, some ribs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Hey, folk finna go all out. You know, the Lord already said he finna come set a household in division. You know, the friends that you thought you was friends and they in the world, no. They don't mind putting you to sleep because why? They don't have no faith. They wasn't building up, you know, that spiritual art when the time was permitted. Right? It says that man's foe shall be there of his own household. Hey, the Lord even finna come split up houses. The man and the woman. Man against the kids and vice versa. Woman against the kids and vice versa. Right? I'm going to go ahead and jump to the book of 2 Ezra 15. This is where we at. And this is the first, you know, this is the only book. This is the first book that, you know, came to my mind as soon as I read the article. You know, seeing all that tissue stacked up, right? This is prophecy. Big prophecy being rolled out. We gotta hit verse 14, right? But it says 2 Ezra 15, verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, right? Destruction. We coming to an evil time, right? Ezekiel 7, verse 5, evil and only evil, right? But let me jump down to the main part of this video as well. 2 Ezra 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity, right? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, right? And we know today will be that modern-day gun. Unless you from the northern tribes or a heathen, you know, them boys play with them machetes. You know, they get down on swords, man, right? But, you know, for the most part, it be that modern-day sword, man. That's the only thing they talk about, switches and everything automatic, you know? So, niggas gonna be around this thing looking like Swiss cheese, right? It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread for great tribulation, man. And brothers understand where I'm coming from when I say this, man. It's gonna be like Fortnite out here, man. Battle Royale, Warzone. Right? You're going to be a lot of looting going on. Why? Because niggas is hungry. right? This is what we coming into, man. And it's, man, call Allah Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, because, hey, Scripture says, hey, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come to pass. You know? Kind of, I'm going to end off on that. You know, just Lord will not, you know, Lord willing make sense. You know, and the point has been made. You know, but this is where we at with it, man. Supermarkets warn against panic buying as Britain's told to have 3 days of supplies stashed. That's indicating, letting you know it's about to go down. Lord willing, was edifying to the point. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Krakadah. Till next time, Shalom.